Hello YouTube family, welcome to Anne's Cuisine. I hope everyone is okay. Today we are making some okra stew. It's named Soupou Kandja. It's a Senegalese dish. The main ingredients is okra. It came with fish, seafoods, and some other ingredients. You can make it with beef too or lamb, but today I'm making the one with the seafood, and I hope you are gonna like it. Let's go to it. We are going to use today 4 pounds of okra. Okay, the fish is here. The fish we are using today is salmon. We have the heads and all that. Some people don't like heads, but it's delicious with that dish, man. We are using the sea snails, dry mollusks, dry shrimps. I don't have, it's just what I have. I just put it, but you can put more than that. We have the dry fish too. It's some kind of strong smell now. Get ready to open your windows and all in the house. This is the fresh large shrimps, but the better is the jumbo shrimp, but it's what I have today. We're gonna use the large one, but do the jumbo one if you can. Now we have the crab legs. We're gonna use that. You can use the blue crab too if you want to. They're all same. This is the smoky fish. You can get it from the African store. All this dry seafood you see, you can get it from the African market. This is the garlic blend. We call it knockers. We have jalapeno, green onions, habanero peppers, bell peppers. We have the yellow, the green, the orange, and the red. We have garlic too. Here is the netetu. Netetu is locust dry beans. We have salt. We have the red palm oil too. Now we have the onions. We have 2 onions. I put it in the oven on broil for 20 minutes. We're gonna peel it and add it to the knockers. All right, now let's start the cooking now. Now we are doing the knockers, the garlic blend. We're gonna mix all together with the rest of the ingredients. We blend it with the locust powder and the onions I showed you early. I'm gonna show it again, sorry. Here is the onions we had earlier in the oven on broil. It's how it look when you clean it, when you peel it, it's how it look. We're gonna add all together. The locust powder, we're gonna add it to it. And let's blend it. Now it's how it look. This is all the knockers, the garlic blend with the locust beans powder and all. Now we're gonna add the okra. We're gonna blend it. As you can see, I use the same blender with the same garlic blend we have. I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna use it the same way because you already have all the taste in it and all that. You don't need to change it. You just blend it a little bit, not too much. This is how I blend it. I'm gonna do the rest. Now it's how the okra look after we blend it. I didn't want it blended too much because it get watery. That's the best thing to do it like this way. We have already now the knockers is ready, the garlic blend. As you can see, I pre-boiled the water. I have 7 cups of water. You know, long as you boil it, the water go down. We're gonna put all the dry seafoods. We let it cook for a while because it's harder. The dry food is harder to cook. That's why I'm gonna let it boil for a while before I add the fish. I'm adding the fish, but you have to, we're gonna add the fish and the salt, but be very careful with the salt because all this dry seafood have salt already in. That's why you gotta be careful with the salt until you finish and you taste it before you put any more salt. I add my fish. I'm gonna let it boil. I add a little bit salt. You don't put too much salt like I say, because if you put too much salt you're gonna mess up your food, because all this dry seafood have salt already. That's why you have to be very careful with the salt. Now we add the fish. We're gonna let it cook for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Now, as you can see, after 15 minutes, I will take the fish out and add the rest, the okra and stuff. You take it out, the fish, and take all the bones out. It's depends. If you have fish who don't have bones too, it's fine, but these have some bones. I will take it out. MashaAllah. Barakallah. Okay. I'm gonna let the head cook longer. I'm not gonna take it out. I'm putting the dry fish. We're adding the dry fish and the African eggplant. Sorry, I forgot to tell you about the African eggplant in the beginning of the video. This is the African eggplant. We're gonna add it. I'm adding the okra and the knockers. The knockers, we're not gonna put the whole thing. We're gonna put half for now. Gotta be careful because I still have the fish head on it and I don't want the bones to be inside. That's why I have to be very careful with it. Now we're adding the palm oil too. Let it boil with it. I'm putting half. It's a cup and half. I will put 1 cup and let the half let on. Now we're gonna let it boil. Cook it in the medium heat, not in the high heat. And let it. It's a very simple dish. It don't take long to cook it. Only the dry seafood take longer, but the fish and all that, the okra doesn't take long to cook. Now make sure the fish is fully cooked. If you, I'm sorry, the head is fully cooked. Some people don't eat no fish head, but if you do, make sure it's cooked good. Now it's good like that. I would remove it from the pot. But if you don't remove it, it's going to be a lot of bones on it. That's why I remove it. We're going to add the smoked fish. The smoked fish. We're going to add it and let it cook for, yeah, You see, like I say, it's a lot of bones. You got to be very careful with the bones. You got to make sure it's not done from the bottom. That's why I'm keep doing this, to make sure. You got to make sure, I'm doing that to make sure it's not burnt in the bottom. And I add up some more of the garlic blend. The rest of it I put it, I'm gonna end up put some more locust beans powder because I didn't have enough. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm adding more of the netatu, the locust beans powder, to it because it was not enough. Gonna just I'm adding the crab legs to it and the shrimp and let it cook like for 7 minutes, 7 to 9 minutes, and we'll be. Make sure the bottom is not stick on the bottom. That's why I do this. The shrimp, you add the shrimp. Like I say in the beginning, you cannot put too much salt because all those dry food, seafoods. At this point now, when the shrimp is done, you can taste your salt and all that. If it's not done, if it's not enough, you can add more. If it is, okay. And we're gonna add the palm oil and let it cook. We're adding. Okay, now we add the rest of the palm oil. Now we're gonna add the habanero peppers first, and after we're gonna add the fish. The fish is already, we already take the bone out and all that, and it's cooked. We just added it. Now we are adding the fish. You know, as you remember, we already cooked the fish. It's done, well done. Now we just have to add it up. The pot is some kind of tight now, but we're just gonna try it. It's better to cook it in the bigger pot. My pot is not that right, and I don't feel like changing it at this point. So I'm just gonna try to maneuver. I'm gonna put the rest. Very tight. I'm gonna probably try to take the crabs out, at least one crab out, to have some room. Now after 1 hour or hour and a half, the food is ready. You see, now it's done. Okay, that's the fish, the crabs, the peppers, everything is here. Done, ready to put it on the plate and serve it. I wish my friend is here, Fatima. She loves Soupou Kandja, and Amina. I wish they're here today to eat the Soupou Kandja with us. But now the food is done. Now it's done. Look at this. MashaAllah. I cannot wait to eat. It's Ramadan. I can eat right now, but in few hours we can able to eat. We have all the stuff on the plate. The crab, the fish, peppers, everything. Shrimps, all is in it, MashaAllah. I hope you are going to like it. Please subscribe, share, and like it. And more video to come. Thank you all so much for watching.